Good morning, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Today I'm working on my PhD, project's half done. So glad you could join me. Hop on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. And if you're a first-time watcher, please let me know. Just waiting for some comments. I know I'm a couple of minutes early. I haven't been on live for quite a while, so I wanted to make sure everything was working. And it is working. Hello, Renee. Thank you for tuning in from Ohio. Hi, Maureen. How are you? Okay, so everything looks like it's working. Let's get started. Just a reminder, you can get that mug and other stamping apparel by going to stampersdelightshop.com. Right now, Donna Gray and myself have the One Sheet Wonder Monthly Club. And this month, May, it's Fresh as a Daisy. Each month we change that. You don't have to sign up for a long period of time. You can do it month by month. Hi, Helen. Helen's in the UK. Cards for All Occasion is a first-time watcher. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, Joyce. Hey, Winan. Okay, a couple of other things. A reminder, I still do have the PDF with 10 projects. If you purchase the Hello Irresistible Suite, you will get that downloadable PDF from me. Okay, so we are going to get started. Let me flip the camera. I'm a little shaky here. I haven't been on for a while, so I'm a little nervous. Hi, Jill. Hi, Mary Ellen. Okay, so what we're gonna be looking at today is on page 62 and 63, which is the Countryside Inn Suite collection. I'm really excited about this suite, and even more excited because June's Paper Pumpkin coordinates with that. And there's also an add-on for June's Paper Pumpkin with some dies, 3 little dies there. So if you'd like more information on the Paper Pumpkin, all the links will be below when I'm done with the live, okay? All right, some other things you're going to be seeing me use, and I'll do that right up front, is I'm going to be using the luster paper, which is on page 127. Beautiful luster specialty paper. I'll be using, you'll see a couple of gems, but I'm going to be using the, let's see, which one is it? The Tinsel Gems 3-pack. I love that because it's got a little tinsel in it, and it looks great. And also, you're going to be seeing some new ribbons, the Misty Moonlight braided ribbon and the sheer ribbon combo pack with some new colors. So again, let's get started. So let's look at the stamp set, which is this large stamp. Don't be nervous, okay? It is a great stamp, and I'm going to show you a few things with that. And then I'm going to also be using, on the next page after this, is the Lasting Joy, because that's got all the sentiments, and they really coordinate well. Hi, Janice. How are you? The dies, let me just show you the dies. There is also this beautiful embossing folder. And then we have these great dies. I can tell these are going to be one of my go-to dies again. Hey, Bree, how are you? Oh, thanks, Maureen. Maureen says I'll do fantastic. I don't know, I'm a little nervous. Okay, so let's look at a couple samples first. So here's one of the samples I did, and I'm going to explain that one. It's really not hard. I took this large stamp, I inked it up, put it on the boho blue with Misty Moonlight. I stamped it. Then I took all of these dies. I'm just going to show you here. And each die lays like this. You really have to use a Post-it note or something to hold those in place so that you get those where you need them. Notice I didn't do it live. Okay, so then you cut it out. And then I put them back in on the paper, on this beautiful designer series paper. And then I layered those with dimensionals. Now the last one, what I did was I just layered a couple dimensionals together, which you can do to make that one pop up a little more. You take one dimensional and lay it right on the next one. That makes it pop up a little bit more in the center. So that is how I did this card. And of course, there's that new ribbon I told you about. And this one is birthday wishes. I'll have still shots on my blog later. Now this one, you can see I used that embossing folder. This is Misty Moonlight, and on the boho blue, I did the embossing folder on that. And then I used the dies and just layered them between the cardstock and that beautiful designer series paper. Here's the other ribbon, which I wrapped it around here, skipped that one, wrapped it around the center one, and then I just tied a little bow on there. It's one of your favorite sweets. It's one of mine too. May the years ahead be filled with lasting joy. I love the sentiments in that stamp set, lasting joy. The dies themselves, okay, they go with this, but you can use this for so many things. And I can tell you right now, that is going to be one of my go-to dies this season. And there is the envelope. Again, still shots at stampersdelight.com later today. Then what I did was I took one of our note cards, because I love writing note cards. And this one I just stamped all the different flowers from the lasting joy. And just a little note card. I didn't put any gems on that, so I'm going to have to fix that, because you know me, I like my gems. So there's just a couple of little cards that I did. Now, I'm going to do a fun fold for you since it's Fun Fold Friday. A lot of this I prepped ahead of time. Here is a piece of the boho blue. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer, and I'm going to do some scoring. So my scoring blade should be right in here. There it is. Okay, so this is a half a sheet of cardstock. And then I'm going to do some scoring. I am going to score this at 1 1/4. I'm going to score it at 1 1/4. Then I'm going to score it at 2 1/2. I'm going to score it at 6 inches. Bring out that arm so that I can do 7 1/4. So this is a gatefold card. And there's a lot of different ways you can do gatefold cards. You cut the stamp set. Oh, okay. So what Renee's saying is she cut this big die, so stamps, so that they were individuals. That's a good idea. Thank you for that tip. I'm going to go ahead and score these really well. Whoop, bent that a little bit. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so now we have a gatefold card that looks like this. Now it is a little narrow, so I'm going to put a backing on that. So I am going to bring in a piece of, let's see, Misty Moonlight. Where are you? I think I used that for another project. So we're going to grab a piece of Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to cut that in a quarter. Oh, never mind. I do have it. I've got a cut right here. Okay, so now this is a quarter sheet. That's actually going to get layered right on top of there. You can leave this and just have the blue side, you know, the Misty Moonlight showing. But what I'm going to do is I want to use some of this beautiful paper that we have. So I am going to bring in this paper right here. Okay, it looks springy to me because of the rabbit. And what I'm going to do is I am going to cut 2 strips that are 3/4 by 5 1/2. Now I'm using this side. I think 3/4. Didn't need 2 of them. I could have done the same thing by 5 1/2. Didn't need 2 strips, but I got one for another card. Okay, 5 1/2. I'm going to lay these down right here, and you can leave just a little edge if you like seeing a little bit more of that Misty Moonlight. I'm so glad Misty Moonlight's back. It's one of my favorite colors. I'm going to go ahead with my stamp and seal. And I am going to layer that right there. So you see, I just have a little bit showing. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so there's my base. Now, before I lay this down, I want to do some more designer series paper. So again, I'm going to take that piece, and now I need 4 pieces, and the 4 pieces are 1 inch, and I will have the measurements on my blog, okay? So if you're not writing them down, it's all good. 1 inch, I am going to need 4, so I'm going to cut 2 of them. And then I also need these at 5.5. So I zoomed in a little bit more this time. So let me know if you like that better so you can really see what I'm doing. Okay, so now I have those 4 strips. Again, I am using this side, even though I love that side, and you'll see why. I am going to take my first strip. You can use liquid glue if you like to get closer to the edges. And then I'm going to lay that right down here, again, leaving a little bit of that one. I didn't quite get to the top. That's okay. I'll just trim it off. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And I'm just going to lay that down. Okay. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to do the same thing in here. But I'm going to switch it this time and use the little rabbits. Just want to make sure my rabbits aren't upside down. So that when you open it, you have both designer series paper. I'm going to bring in that back side, and I am going to glue this down. And I'm going to put 3 strips here. This is pretty heavy duty stamp and seal, but it's a wider piece. So let's lay that right in the center here. So now it stands up. So you can open it up like that, and they can put it on their desk or wherever when you send that, okay? All right, now what I did, and I already did these pieces because there's a lot of pieces to it. But we're going to do some stamping. So I took those dies. And let's just show you this one. And I just layered the different sizes. So this is Misty Moonlight. And if you can see, I did the embossing folder on that. I also did the embossing folder on our luster paper in the boho blue. And then I used the smaller one for inside there on the designer series paper. And here is something on that one. Here, let me switch that. Here is the inside. So that's what I did with all of these, just layering the different sizes. And then, because this is the same size, that's going to go like that. And this one is going to go like this. And then that one will go right on top of there. So let's do this. Let's take this one first, because this is the larger one. And I am going to go ahead and glue this down first. Oop, that ripped it. Didn't quite. There we go. All right. So I'm going to lay that right in the center. Oh my gosh, this embossing folder is just beautiful on the luster paper. just gorgeous. And then again, I'm going to take this little bunny side and put that right there. And then I'm going to lay it on my card base. So what I'm going to do is I am going to lay that right here. And you can put it wherever you want. You can put it in the center. You can put it over towards the very edge of this. Just make sure it doesn't go any further than that because you want it to fit onto into your card. And this is going to go at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to lay this down right there. All right, the next one, again, just layering the different sizes of those beautiful dies. I'm going to lay that luster paper down first. Put that right in the center. Yes, it does look beautiful on the luster paper. And then I have this little one. We're going to put that right up about there. This one is actually going to go on this side. And I might want to move that down. Let's see, is that going to fit? I think I got to move this down just a hair. Move it down to the bottom. Didn't quite have it to the bottom. There we go. This one is going to go right here. Now you're going to glue that one on this edge. And this time you're going to use dimensionals because you want it raised a little bit for when you open and close the card. I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, must have. And did you see the new pieces we have to that? Mine didn't come in yet, but I can't wait. I am going to lay this one right here. And I just think I need to move those over just a bit. I don't want them sticking to my sides. Let me just turn that one over there. There we go. All right, and this one is going to go right here. Just going to overlap it just a hair. So now you see where I'm going with this, right? Now the last one, because you want this raised again, we're going to do something a little bit different. First, I'm going to take the luster paper. I'm going to add that to the top. I'm going to take that little bunny paper and I'm going to layer that right here. And then these are the ones we're going to stamp on. So I'll put that over there. So now I want this piece raised a little bit more. And it's going to go right at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that little technique that I told you about. I just want to make sure I put this on the right side. And I am going to layer this with 2 dimensionals. I'm going to grab 2 more dimensionals and make that a little bit higher. I'm going to close that. And I am going to put this one right here. So now you have this beautiful gatefold card that closes up like this and opens like this. What do you think? Okay, let's do some stamping. We're going to take these 3 little pieces. I'm going to bring in a piece of blotter paper. And do a little stamping. So I'm going to grab those sentiments. I'm going to grab my boho blue. Oh, thank you, Maureen. I missed you guys too. It's been rough, but I'm getting there. And so happy to be back with everyone. I'm so thankful. We'll start with that one. You know what? I think I want Misty Moonlight. I'm going to switch that. Thank goodness it's a lighter color. I can just stamp it right in there. I'm going to stamp, I'm so thankful. The next one is going to say, you're in my life. And then the next one is going to say birthday wishes. Again, that's from that Lasting Joy. I'm going to bring in this little twig with the lemon lime twist. I'm so happy to see that one back too. I really do like that. So as most of you know, we changed some colors. We have new core colors. We have new ink colors. I'm just going to stamp that just like that. Hi, Peggy. I am back. Slow but sure. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take these and I am going to layer those right over those other pieces. So when it closes, this one's going to say, I'm so thankful. You're in my life. And you can see I'm just pulling that a little bit down. And then the birthday wishes. Now the birthday wishes, I'm actually going to use dimensionals. Yes, I'm back with my Fun Fold Fridays. And we're going to put that one right there. And again, you see that it closes like that, opens like that. Now for the inside, this piece is, what piece? I did 3 1/4 by 5, and that's going to fit right inside there. And you can do the inside first if you prefer. I'm going to grab that stamp, May the years ahead of you be filled with lasting joy. Again, using the Misty Moonlight. I'm going to bring in one of those other little stamps from that, and I'm going to use the, see, I'll do it this way. Put those there. And then it has the 3 little flowers. So let's go with the boho blue for that. And I am going to just stamp those. Now, I may not get those perfect. I'm not worried about it if I don't. And we'll do the same thing at the top. And just arrange those right here. And that's going to go right inside. Open it that way. Lay that right down inside there. Now to finish it off, well, since I have these stamps here, let's do the envelope right here. Just going to do some flowers. I never worry about if they line up. And then on the back side, let's bring in that designer series paper again. That side is, I'm going to do this side. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I know, I love the stamp set too. And the dies, like I said, oh my God, they're going to be great for everything. They're definitely a go-to die. There's a few in the new catalog that I can't wait to play with and share with you. So there I have my envelope. Now let's make this nice and pretty. Okay, so I am going to bring in the new Tinsel Gem 3-pack. Hi, Bobby. Thank you. And let's do a little gem here. So these, I just love the little tinsel in them. Put one there. I have a small one. Let's see, right here. Remember, I don't want it to be too far over. When you're putting your gems on, definitely have it closed. You see that one's a little over too far, but that's okay. We'll just go with it. One here. And maybe one here. I'm going to grab another little one and maybe put it right up here. So there we have some of those tinsel gems. Now I'm going to bring in this ribbon. This is that 2-pack ribbon or 3-pack ribbon that I just took. This is Lemon Lolly, but it just goes so nice. I could use the blue, but I want to brighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to play with a little bow here. Die's good for oh, definitely you could use these for shaker cards. Absolutely. I'm sure I'll be using those for shakers at some point. I'm going to grab my ribbon scissors here, which, gosh, I wish they'd bring these back. And just cut that off there. Just straighten out my bow a little bit. And then I'm going to put that bow right there. For the bows, I usually use my Stamp & Seal again, or Stamp & Seal Plus. It does hold it down. I find the Stamp & Seal works great. And then I'm just going to add that bow, close it up, add that bow right here. So I covered up what I stamped, but that's okay. And there I have this beautiful gatefold card. Good morning, Dawn. Glad to see you on. So there's the gatefold card. And that will fit right in the envelope. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, do you need extra postage? You might. Depends on your post office. Because it is a little 3D here. And then just slide that right in the envelope. I'm not going to put it in the envelope because I'd have to take it back out. But I wanted to show you that it does fit in the envelope. Okay, so that is that card. Now let me show you another one I did. Same thing, just use different designer series paper and different colors. So there it is again with different designer series paper from that suite. And there we go. So what did you think? Which one's your favorite in the colors? I think I like this one. This one I used the new Center White Sparkle paper in Night of Navy. So I did do it a little bit different. Use something different here. Good morning, Patricia. Oh my goodness, it must be early in California. So there's 2 gatefold cards. Anybody want to see another card? How about a card on the fly? Okay, let's see what we can do here. I am going to bring in boho blue and a misty moonlight. No idea what I'm doing yet, but let's figure it out. Okay, I'm going to cut this in half. And I think I want to use the boho blue as the base. Nope, I'm going to use the misty moonlight as the base. Okay, so I am going to score this in half. You like the one I demoed? Thank you. I like that one too. Oop, cut that wrong. Let me make sure I got this right. Okay, got that. What did I do here? I think that piece was a wrong piece. All right. Well, let me just fold it in half. I don't know why I did that, but anyway. All right, so let's see. I'm going to fold this in half here. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm just going to play around. You like number 1 better, okay? So now this is 5.5, right? Okay, so 5.5 is what? 3 3/4. Let's cut that right in half. And if I'm not sure, I can always, I'm going to do 2 3/4 here. Okay, I'm going to cut that. Now I have these 2 pieces. This one, I am going to cut in half. I'm going to have to do some more cutting on this. This is just something I thought about this morning. So this is going to actually lay right inside there. So this is another quick, easy, fun fold. So now I need some designer series paper for that. So I am going to grab this designer series paper. And this is going to end up being the quarter sheet. So this has to be 4 by 5 1/4. Because remember, half a sheet is the 5 1/2. This is going to layer right in the center here. Okay. This one is going to go underneath that. So it's going to go like this. So you want to make sure that it's going to fold just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down first. I'm going to lay that right here. Let's do this one first. Let's do that first. Let's glue some on here. So actually you're doing 2 fun folds this morning. And I'm going to put that right in the center. There we go. And then this piece is going to go right over that. And this is going to open this way. So for in here, I need a piece of white for my sentiment. So I'm going to do, that was 2 3/4. Let's do 2 1/2. Let's see. That'll fit nicely right in there. I'm going to bring in that lasting birthday one I have here. Again, I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight. I'm just going to put a little flower there. I'll use the boho blue, because it kind of matches that. That's going to go right in here. And then for the outside, I'm going to grab this piece of the boho blue. I'm going to grab my dies and see which one I want to use. So I think that one, I don't want that one. You see, I just layer them, see which one fits better. So I think this one's going to fit better. Yeah, let's use that one first. You know what? I think I'll do designer series paper. Let's grab another piece of designer series paper. How about this one? Yes, let's do that. Okay, so I want to cut this and I don't want to waste anything. So I'm going to just put that in here, measure what I need, which is right about there. It's such nice paper. I'm going to go over to the side here and cut this out. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook so you know when I go live or when I upload a new video. Okay, so let's put that over here. Move that out of the way. Now that's going to go right there. I'm loving this. Let's layer, let's layer the next size right here. Again, let's use that luster paper since I have it out. So I'm going to use a piece of that luster paper. I'm going to go over here and cut that out. So that's this one die smaller. And the luster paper is 2-sided. I'll show you that in a second. So the luster paper is 2-sided. I'm going to put that right in the center there. Should I use the embossing folder on that? I think I should. But I have to find it first. It's buried. Did I put it under here? There it is. Let's go ahead and emboss that. I just think it brings out that luster paper so nice. You haven't played with this set yet? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run that through the machine. Again, I'm doing it to the side so that I don't jiggle too much. I mean, you could see me do that if you want, but it just makes my table jump. Now when I bring that in, look at that. Oh gosh, I love that. I'm going to put that right in the center there. That's going to go right there. So I'm going to lay that down. So that is your card like that. I'm going to grab one of those little pieces I already cut out for the sentiment. And let's see what other sentiments we have here. How about thinking of you? We'll grab the boho blue. Grab the thinking of you. And let's do that little, let's grab these. Maybe I'll use these this time. I'm going to grab some flowers here. So I'm using the boho blue, it's tapping it off once and putting some little blue flowers around there. Just very, very slight. I'm going to grab my dimensionals again. Oh, Jeanne. Just said I'm just reading. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, but I'm so glad you're doing well. Yes. Chemo is, and I got to watch my language. It's very tough. Very tough. It was tough on my husband. Unfortunately. It was too far, but best wishes to you. You're in my thoughts and prayers. Okay. I'm going to bring in this. I love this ribbon. Guess I'm doing an all blue card right now. So this is the, oh, what's it called now? Stitch blue. I'm just going to tie that. Those of you who signed up for my Fun Fold, each month I have an online class. 6 cards, 3 designs, 2 of each, and they are 3 fun folds. So I call it my Fun Fold online class. May was Fresh as a Daisy. Those will be going out by the 20th if you signed up for that class. I have not picked what I'm using for June, but don't forget to check out my Fun Fold class. And we're going to put that one right there. Oh, thank you, Patty. Friday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everything, as long as everything goes all right. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. Oh, I love this. I'm going to bring in those gems again. The Tinsel, the 3-pack. And we're going to add some of those. I'll put that one right there. And I'll put this one right there. So now we have some of the gems. And guess what? I got another piece to use and make another card. I'm not going to do the envelope right now. So this piece Anybody want to see another one? I know I'm on longer than I thought I would be, but everything's going well. So let's take this one and let's get another piece of blue, boho blue. Let's do it the opposite way and see what happens. So let's go with doing it lengthwise like this. And remember, the paper pumpkin next month coordinates with this. And then I'm going to go at 5.5. And I'm going to score that. So now it's this way. And actually, I'll need half a piece of that. Oh gosh, I could use this one. There we go, look at that. What I can do here is do it right in the center this way. So again, let's bring in some of that beautiful paper. And maybe use this one this time. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's grab that luster paper. Let's do that at 4.25 or 4 inches by 5.25. I really want to show off that embossing folder. That doesn't show up very well, does it? Okay, so let's get some Misty Moonlight. Like I said, this is card on the fly, so we never know what we're going to come up with. Let's cut this piece of Misty Moonlight here. I think I want to use that instead. So this has to be 4.25. Oh my gosh, I'm doing pretty good for my first time back, huh? Okay, here's this one. Yeah, that shows up a little bit nicer, I think. Now I'm going to take that embossing folder, and again, I'm going to emboss this. It feels so good to be back. Thank you all so much for tuning in and being with me today. It really does feel good to be with my stamping friends again. Whoop. All good. I just hit something. All right. Now, let's take a look at this. Look how beautiful that is. I am going to put that right there. We can put this right here. Still a little dark to me. What do you think? I think I'm going to trim this. I'm going to trim this down to 3 3/4. Yeah, 3 3/4. Well, maybe not 3 3/4. Yeah, I'll do 3 3/4. Okay, I'm going to do 3 3/4 by 5. It just looks a little too dark for me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a piece of white, which is the 4 by 5.25. That, to me, just brightens that right up, and that can go right in the center. What do you think? Oh, thanks, Bree. I make it look so simple, Patty. It really is. I mean, it's stamping. You're supposed to have a good time with this. So I am going to go ahead and glue this down. My husband would be so proud of me today. He loved my stamping. And I know he'd be proud that I hopped back on and decided to start stamping again. Okay, now this one is going to go here. But again, to me, it needs a little bit of white. So I'm going to grab another piece of white. And I am going to just add that right there and then cut it. So I'm not measuring it. And I know this is 2 3/4. I'm just going to add a little white right here. And then I'll just cut some off. So, you know me, if you've been watching me, I hate measuring anything. That's why I don't bake. I'll cook. Most of us Italians don't measure anything. So I'm not a baker. Okay, that's going to go right in the center there. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, I think I'm going to take this beautiful ribbon. I'm going to cut a long piece here. I don't know how long it is, but just a long piece. Because what I'm going to do is lay that down here. And then lay this here, right over it. Let's bring in those dies. And I think I'll use this one. And I want a white with that. So let's see, is this white going to fit? Nope. Let me grab another piece of white. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Springy. Okay, I'm going to cut this piece right here. So let's do that first. Over to the side. And then we'll do some stamping. I told you I'm loving these dies. This time, I'm going to take that die. Oh, I got blue on my hands. And I'm going to do it this way. So let's grab, let's see, hoping for better days ahead. That's too big. Always, you know, I just have this, I love this sentiment. I love this one. So we're going back to this one. I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight. I am going to bring in those little flowers. Stems. The boho blue. This one goes off the page, so there we go. And then I am going to layer that right down on here. Let's put some gems on it. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. How are you? I missed you guys too. And then I'm just going to tie this. Well, it will tie. I got to do the inside. Got to do the inside first. So this piece I have left over. I'll trim that up. I'll write down all these measurements and put those on my blog later today. I do have to take my mother-in-law somewhere. So, okay, so that's going to say, may the years ahead be filled with lasting joy. So we'll make this a birthday card. Birthday wishes. Let's bring that back out and do some flowers. Center here. That would go closed. Then we would tie this. Now I will tell you, I'm an upside down bow tire. To me, it just comes out better for me. I just tried to do it the other way and I knew it wouldn't work, so let's just go around here, grab that. Not even working for me that way. Okay. Yes, bows give us all a hard time, don't they? And then I twist it, turn it, and tie it. And this bow I am leaving a little bit longer. And then I'm just going to trim this off. And there I have another beautiful fun fold card. What'd you think? Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Again, all these cards will be on my blog, stampersdelight.com, later today. Thank you all. And until next Friday, for Fun Fold Friday, keep on stamping, stampers. Don't forget to leave me messages and I will answer them. Okay? Take care, everybody. Bye.